Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. We are about 12 hours away now from Snowmageddon 2022. Predictions are a little bit more confident now that we're going to get about a foot of snow here in northwestern North Carolina, the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Got a message from a viewer earlier today. They were in Montana, negative 35 degrees, snow and the wind blowing. Can't imagine working in those conditions. We're soft here in the south when it comes to wintertime. But a little bit of work left to do to get ready for the snow. Most of it we've gotten done over the past 2 days. For those of you that are following along with the series, this has been a little fun little thing to do to bring you along as we get ready. A little bit of stuff left to do today. We're going to deploy a little bit of hay. We're going to do some inside stuff. We're going to get the chainsaws ready, get the tractor in, get the tractor ready to go. But not much left other than wait it out. Read a thing earlier today. Said there is no bad weather, only unprepared people. I thought that was an interesting thought. So we're trying to be as prepared as we can. Hang around with us for a little bit. Let's finish getting ready for the big snow. All right, one quick task that needs to be done. When we moved up here from our farm in Greensboro, we brought 5 stands of bees with us, and we just brought them out and set them down on the ground, and they've done fine. So we're going to get them up off the ground today, just because of all this snow that's coming. So we got a couple cinder blocks and a couple of pieces of it's kind of like it's vinyl wrapped 4x4s. I'm not sure, the previous owner left it for us. I'm not sure what they were used for, so we're going to use those to just create a quick stand, put these bees on. Oh yeah. Well, let's see what we can do with it here. Everybody's glad to see Sandra back in the video. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Never mind, Chuck's been here all along. Oh, they're glad to see Sandra. Is what you want? Yeah, looks good.
Think they need to be higher?
I think that's as high as you're going to get it.
Well, no, I can go get some more balls.
No, it's fine. Well, it sure looks better. Couple of them, the middle one and the one on the far right hand side, didn't have a lot of weight to them. That's concerning because, you know, honey's pretty heavy, and if they don't have a whole lot of honey stores in there, they're going to be. If they don't have a whole lot of honey stores in there, not going to be much weight. They don't have much honey stores. They're not going to have a lot of food to get them through the winter. So a little concerned at that, but the others were pretty hefty. This little guy right here, this little nuke box, little 5-frame without a super on top, was very heavy. So then we got a lot of dead bees on the front there in that middle one. That's not uncommon, but with it being kind of light, it's also concerning. But anyway, got them up off the ground, so maybe the snow won't pack too bad in front of them. But even if it does, they should be clustered in there, and with it cold, they're not going to want to get out. So anyway, got the bees taken care of. Y'all, if you can tell me what's going on here, I'd appreciate it. We see that all the time. Fred gets up and under Angel. That's why. Sandra says probably the only way that she can get, or that he can get Angel to leave him alone. But we come out here all the time, and it's hard to tell where, look at there they go again. It's hard to tell where Fred ends and Angel begins, and it looks like Angel's giving birth to a goat. All right, couple last minute prep items for the piglets. We put this bulk feeder in the other day. This thing leaks a little bit around the hinge, so we just, and I know it'll soak through, but this is just to slow it down. We put a piece of cardboard on top of that just to keep the snow off of that hinge a little bit, hopefully keep it from leaking and clumping the feed up. We're filling the water barrels up. That one we got full. This one is a little over 3/4. We've moved these out sort of to the front, what would be typically, hopefully, the warmest part of the paddock. So when the sun comes up, and we face the nipples towards the east. So hopefully when the sun comes up and starts hitting in here, it'll warm those nipples up. If not, we'll grab just a little torch and we can warm those up and thaw them out. This thing here probably about empty. Hope it's about empty. Yeah, it's just about empty. So not gonna worry about that. And I've got one more roll of hay out here for them. We're gonna put that over in here in just a few minutes. Well, we pre-staged it last night. It's ready to go. So we'll just bring the new hauling out, pick it up, toss it over in here, cut strings off, and let them have it. They've got plenty of hay in here. I mean, they've got a ton of bedding in here, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have some more. Going to be snowy, going to be cold, going to be windy, and what these piglets are going to do, they're going to bear up in this hay. You won't be able to see them. You'll come out here, they'll be under this hay and snuggled up together. So they are they're going to be just fine. But we'll give them another roll. All right, up here in the feed barn, where we pre-staged some rolls of hay last night, I've got some hay bales over here. I've got one that's a really good bale. We're going to pull it out and take it down and give it to Angel, Fred, Barney, and Lamb Chop, and put it in the hay feeder for them. And we'll put something over top of that to keep the hay off. And then I'm going to grab a couple more of these other bales of hay back here in the corner. They're kind of junky. We'll throw them on the side by side, take those out. One of them we're going to put in with our egg chickens. We're just going to put it down on the ground for them to have a little bit of bedding, a little bit of insulation. And then the other bale, we'll take it down and we may throw it in with, I don't know if y'all can see them, we may throw it in with Angel and the big three down there for some additional bedding for them in their hut too. So let's get some hay out. Come on. Come on. Sophie right on the side by side with us. So does Buck. Like the family side by side.
Family truckster. What you doing in there? What are you doing in there?
I'm trying to work. They're just not very accommodating. I'm trying to make their bed. Phone clip.
Oh!
Man. Somebody had left a comment wanting to know about the egg birds, and here they are. We're gonna move them and put some hay down. But we ended up with a really pretty batch of birds. I mean, there's some birds in here. I don't know what they are. I don't know how well they're picking up on camera, but they're growing. They're doing great. I think we've lost 2 only since we came out into the tractors. So these juvenile birds are doing great. Once we get done with the snow, we will probably take us a couple of rolls of some poultry netting and set up out here around in front and let these birds have more ground to day range. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and move them. And let's take a look at these. We're going to go ahead and move them, put some hay down for bedding, and they'll be good to go.
she took her a little nibble.
Alright, so we've put Cinnamon's hay ring over, and we dropped her a roll of hay in because, you know, based on the amount of snow, probably going to be difficult for her to get down through the snow and graze. So, and this is paddock. She's been here for a while. We just opened her up to the whole thing now, just till the snow's over with, and then she'll move to a different area. But we're going to give her plenty of room for now. Water. Got her water taken care of over there. We'll keep an eye on it. So I think she's ready for the big snow. So as I dropped that bale over there, I said I should have filmed that. But anyway, ran back out. We've got this the last roll of hay in with these piglets. I'll take the string off it, flip it over, and let them have at it. More bedding for them. I think they're going to be fine. It's going to give them plenty of bed material. They'll just snuggle right in there. All right, camera battery died, but we took a couple of the rolls of hay that we had staged yesterday and brought them down here and put them in with the with our gilt group, and they're kind of hanging out in the cattle barn right now. So we just dropped a couple of rolls of hay in here. They'll use this for bedding. This is where we're feeding at anyway. And they've been kind of working this over good. So this will give them an opportunity to spread some more of that carbon material out. But there comes the tankster. So yeah, a couple rolls of hay for this crowd. They're under shelter. They've got some hay, so they should be good to go. All right, so come on, Mama need a little love.
Come on, Clipper.
All right, so what we've done here, just like we'd done in the cow barn down at the house, this is our sow group, and they're up here on top of the hill, a little bit more exposed than anybody else. So we've got them 2 big rolls of hay up here as well, and we're just going to flip them over. These guys will do the exact same thing the piglets do. They'll just burrow themselves up in it, and you'll come up here in the morning and won't even be able to see them except for the steam rising off of them. And our buddy Jamie from over at Seven Stands brought over the water trailer. And you sure you won't take $1,000 for that trailer? Brought over the water trailer. We're going to wean some piglets here in a minute. We're going to see if we can't catch these piglets up and wean them off their moms, because their mom, is this her right here, Sonny? This is their mom right here, and y'all, she's looking pretty thin. This is what happens on these sows. Whenever you put piglets on them, they will skinny way down, and you got to make sure that you're rationing their feed up. The problem that we got is we want to keep good condition on her, but to do that we're ending up with a little bit of this action right here. This old girl, she's about as wide as she is long. So a little bit of management issue, but we'll get that figured out.
Did you get that?
No, I didn't. That was so fast, I didn't even have a chance to get it.
That's awesome. Hello, baby.
I believe we waited a little long on him.
I told James, I said, we're going to have trouble.
So that gets the tractor and the pickup inside. We're going to put a little bit of stuff in the pickup. Primarily snow shovel. We'll put a snow shovel in there. I've got a couple of tow straps that we'll put in there, and I'll get a couple of bags of either kitty litter or Speedy Dry to go in the truck in case we get out, and in case we have to get out and we get stuck, lose traction, or need to get somebody to pull us out. We'll have some tow straps to do that with. The truck does have a couple of tow rings on the front, and on the back we've got the Reese hitch, so we can pull the pin out and put a strap through there and put the pin back in and pull out that way from the rear if we need to. So I think we're good here. The tractor's in. We got the box plate on the back, bucket on the front if we need to dig out, or we decide we want to try to clear the driveway. We've got the implements on the tractor that we need to use for that. So it's getting awful cloudy. It's really cooled off in the past couple hours. Got a few things left. I'm gonna put the chainsaw, I'm gonna get the chainsaws together, sharpen those, make sure they're full of fuel and bar oil, and I think we'll be ready to go. So it's time for the storm to be here. Should be snowing probably in a couple of hours. All the animals are done up. Everything's good to go there. We've done as much, I think, as we possibly can to get ready. So please continue to keep us in your prayers. It's going to be a interesting next 24 hours. So may God bless you and your families. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.